Heading into its second weekend of release, all eyes are on Black Panther Wakanda Forever's box office, looking for that second weekend drop and what it's going to mean for the rest of its release schedule. But as people do sit back and reflect on what it did opening weekend, $181 million domestically, fell $120 million short of the global Doctor Strange 2 launch. A lot of people didn't want to talk about that. They just wanted to talk about how incredible this release was, even though before it came out, people were predicting over $200 million at the domestic box office. People were predicting for it to break Black Panther 2018's domestic release. It certainly did not do that. $202 million. Wakanda Forever sitting there at 181. Certainly nothing to scoff at, but when you invest $250 million, when you don't exactly have the best outlook, these things are very, very important. And especially when we now dig into these numbers, there's some very bad news for Marvel, because you can look at the dollars all you want, but when you look at the audience, what if I were to tell you that 40% fewer people went to go see Wakanda Forever than they went to see Black Panther opening weekend? That'd be pretty bad news for Marvel, wouldn't it? That'd be a pretty good indication that people are losing interest in your product. Well, it's exactly the situation that they find themselves in. Black Panther Wakanda Forever conquers November box office opening record with $181 million. And again, thanks to Deadline, we do have some numbers here, and I want to show you. I don't know where they went. Here, perfect. Intelligence shows us the average ticket price for Wakanda Forever was $13.71 across the board for the United States. So when you're looking at domestic, that's the average ticket price. Well, if we bring up our calculator here, we can actually use that to figure something out. 181 million, right? 181, 000, 000. 181 million divided by $13.71. What do we have? That brings us to just over 13 million. 13.2 million people went to go see Wakanda Forever in the United States this weekend. That might sound like a massive, massive number. Think about this. Should we try? So 13.2, we'll remember that number. Let's try Black Panther. Remember what I said for Black Panther, $202 million? Well, we have the numbers here for that too. Average price of a movie ticket rises to $19.11 in 2018. And the year before, it was at $8.94, right around there. So Black Panther released at the very beginning of the year. Let's just make it easy. We'll say about $9, okay? That's what we can say a ticket, the average ticket for Black Panther was. So what do we do here? Let's find it out. $202 million divided by 9. What do we have? 22.4 million people went to see Black Panther. That certainly is an interesting number compared to 13.2, isn't it? Let's do this math here. Remember that number? 13.2 million, right? 13,200,000. Let's make it easy. Let's make it easy and just do what, 22,400,000. That's about what that was, right? What is that number? Oh, that's right, 58%. So not only is it more than a third, it's nearly 40%. 40% fewer people went to Wakanda Forever than went to go see Black Panther. That certainly puts it in perspective, doesn't it? So when everybody is trying to be so super positive about this movie, there's some things you need to factor in, including the ticket price, including inflation, including all this stuff. That is a massive difference. 40% fewer people came out to see Wakanda Forever. Imagine trying to take that back to your bosses and being happy with that. Now, could this ever have gotten to the point where Black Panther was? I don't think so personally, but a nearly 50% fall off, a 40% fall off, that is a disaster for Marvel in terms of the interest for this product, in terms of how people feel about the MCU going forward. And I haven't seen really too many people talking about that. That's why when I saw that number, I had to do the math for myself, because I had to bring that up. That is a massive drop off. A 40% drop-off in attendance between Black Panther and the sequel, that's bad news for anybody, and especially it's bad news for Marvel at the end of Phase 4 when so many people have lost interest in this garbage. Let me know what you think about this and what the future is going to hold for the box office. What's this second weekend drop-off going to look like? All of that. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. I'll talk to you guys later.